When you're shopping for a home, do you know what to look for? Well, today I'll help you figure that out. Hey everyone, Brittany with Brittany Hannon Real Estate, and today we're talking about the home shopping experience. This is such a fun time to just find a home that you love. Now, in this market in 2021, it's a little more nerve-wracking just because there are so many other buyers looking for the same homes that you are. So be patient and know that you will get the home of your dreams. You just have to wait and know that the right one will come along. Today's video is the second in a series of maybe 3 or 4 where we're talking about first-time home buying. So today, in talking about the home shopping process, you'll be able to see the next steps that you take after you saved up your money and are now ready to identify a home. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump in. The first thing you need to do when you start shopping for homes is find a great real estate agent. If you're not already working with me, I would love to help you. Get in contact with me with info down below, and I would love to get started working with you. The second step is to pick the right type of house and neighborhood. So are you looking for a single family home, a duplex, a triplex, a condo, a townhouse? What are you looking for? If you know that, that is going to help narrow down your search. But I would caution you, if you're limited on your budget, don't be afraid of a condo or townhouse. Some people don't like that because of the HOA. And I'll tell you, if you're first jumping into buying a house, an HOA is not the worst thing. They typically cover big ticket items like the roof and the foundation and other problems that you would have to worry about if you bought a single family home. Another benefit to HOAs is that they often include utilities that you pay for through the association dues. So they often include things like trash and sewer, sometimes water. They have certain amenities that you wouldn't have if you had a single family house necessarily, like a pool and a spa. So don't be afraid of the condo or townhouse. It's definitely a great way to get into a starter home if that is your price point. Do you want a fixer-upper? Now, this is something that I do caution my clients with sometimes, because if this is your first time buying a home and the only experience you have with a remodel is from watching HGTV, it's very different. And so I would caution you, unless you have experience in remodel of some sort, construction, if you have a background and a knowledge in that, then I would say go for it. If you're comfortable doing that. If you don't have a background in that, I would say stick with the cosmetic issues, because those you can change out fairly easily. But when you're talking about knocking down a wall here or there, or changing up, adding rooms and changing the foundation, sometimes that gets a little bit pricier than you would imagine and take longer than you would imagine. So I just caution you that if you don't have lots of experience in this, you might want to wait until your second or third move. But if you are up for it, fixer-uppers are generally less expensive than a turnkey move-in ready home. Turnkey means you stick your key in, turn it, and you're ready to be home. The next step is to think about your long-term needs. Don't think about what is okay for you today. Think about what could you possibly need in 5 years. Because even though you're saying, well, I'm going to buy this home and then in a year I'm going to sell it, or in 2 years I'm going to sell it, that's great. And I will love to help you with every sale you have. But I would caution you that the market may take a dive. And I'm not saying this because we're in 2021. I'm saying this because at any point, we could be headed for a crash. I've made some videos about the real estate predictions for 2021 and is there a crash coming? I'll post them here, but spoiler alert, there's not a crash coming. Not like we saw in 2008 anyway. A lot of people are worried that we're gonna see a huge recession, but the difference is in 2008, the housing market led that recession. The housing market crashed, tanked, nosedove, and the whole economy followed. Well, at this point, we could be seeing a recession, but the housing market is booming and the housing market is staying strong, because now, instead of people getting into loans that they can't afford and for a balloon payment where in 5 years it's going to be due paid in full, you're getting a 30-year fixed rate. And that makes it much more palatable to be able to know that your rate is not going anywhere for 30 years. And so you don't have to worry about this crash, because as long as you can afford it, then now is a great time to buy. So thinking about your long-term needs, you want to consider, if you're a young couple looking to have kids in the very near future, then a 1-bed, 1-bath might not be for you. You want to make sure that if you needed to stay there for a while, you could, and you'd be comfortable. I am a great example of this, because when I bought my condo, I specifically bought a 2-bedroom condo, even though I was living alone there. But once the pandemic hit, I was so thankful that I had a dedicated office space, because I was at home all day, every day. So I needed a place to be able to do my work and then close the door and be done with it. And that is what I was able to get. So because I was thinking about, maybe if I have to be stuck here, I want to be able to have more bedrooms just in case, that really worked out for me. So I would encourage you to think about that too. Think about your longer term. Don't think about, you want to buy and then you want to sell in a year, because a lot of times that doesn't necessarily happen. And the last thing I would say is stick to your budget. Lenders will typically lend you much more than that 30% you had originally budgeted, and it makes it seem like you can afford a lot more house and you might be pre-approved for a lot more house. But with that house also comes a lot more mortgage payment. So just keep in mind that if you have a budget, you need to stick to it. And if you have an agent you're working with, you need to make sure that they know what your budget is, they know what the top is, and they know what your range is, because they are going to be able to help you find that perfect home for you. Again, just have patience and it will come. This is a fun process. Don't let it be stressful. It's okay. You can do it. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe so you get more videos just like this as soon as they come out. And comment down below to let me know about your home buying process. Was it easy and smooth, or was it a little choppy and difficult? I want to hear from you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.